While you push this way, I push that. While you pushing forward, man, I push back. You go up, I go down. You're west, I'm east. You're apple, I'm orange. You pear, I'm peach. Taught to see an opposite, is that where you're posing? Not a balanced counterpoint, the path that we chose is full of so much hurting and shame. Trapped in a cycle of misery, a circular pain. Instead of an eye for an eye, it's time to see eye to eye. So we can see the wrong, realize the lie, and live the truth. Both you and I align, we need to choose to redefine the times.
Okay, so we've tackled the externals. Right, so now I want to talk about diet and how, you know, what I put into my body actually helps on the external. Okay, I think the first most important thing that you could put into your body, and put a lot of this into your body, is water. Drink this stuff. And I'm talking plain water, nothing in there, none of this fancy schmancy stuff like, you know, 0 calorie, you know, fruited waters or whatever. Just drink water. This is the best thing you can put into your body. It, you know, it cleans you out, it moisturizes you, lubricates you, it makes you feel good. So water. I'm a very dry person, as I've said before in my videos, and, you know, it's just something I have to live with, but water does help. So, and even myself, I don't drink enough. I need to drink probably 2 liters of water a day, but I don't quite get there. So yeah, water. The next thing I want to talk about is the yogurt. Now, I go through probably 2 of these a week, and this is just plain yogurt with probiotics and live cultures. Now this one is from Trader Joe's, and I like this because here in America it's hard to find the yogurt akin to the Muller yogurts in London, which I love. So the Muller yogurts, when I'm in London, I probably go through maybe 24 a week. I'm not sure, I have tried to find out if they do have probiotics in them, but I think they do. But other than that, this is what I use in America, and this is from Trader Joe's, and it's European style, so it does taste very much like Muller yogurts in London. So this product here, I use it externally if I have to. I haven't had an outbreak in 2 years since I started eating this. Yeah, that's yeast and that's BV. I have not had an outbreak in 2 years. I eat about 2 of these a week. And I eat it for breakfast, and whenever I'm hungry, or I'm not a big foodie, I'm not into food at all, so whenever I'm hungry and my body tells me it needs some sort of, you know, nourishment, and that's what I reach for, it's this stuff. Yeah, so this tackles my irritable bowel syndrome because I've got a very sensitive stomach. Yeah, so I haven't had an outbreak in a long time with IBS or BV or yeast. So yogurt, live cultures and probiotics, it's up to you which brand you like, but yeah, yogurt, loads of it. What else? I also take a supplement which is the same supplement that is used in, well, it's not a supplement, it's the same ingredients. See if I can get you to focus on that. In the yogurt, and this is Probiotic Complex, and this is from GNC, and this helps me with my IBS, and it also helps me with my belly fat, and it also helps me with my good bacteria in my bowel and in my vajayjay. So I take this as a supplement, and this has 10 billion CFU or whatever that is, so there's a lot of good bacteria in here, and I take 1 of these a day. So yeah, that's tackling my problems on the inside. Another thing I take is honey. Now you can use whichever honey you use, but I suffer from allergies. I used to have really bad hay fever, and honey helps with the sugar cravings that I crave sometimes, because I know that eating a lot of, you know, sweet things is not good for BV or yeast. And also, you know, the week before your period, you tend to get cravings for sweet things. So I take this for my hay fever, my cravings, and the health of my vajayjay. Yeah, so what this does is, when you buy local honey that's you know cultured locally where you live, it tends to help with your allergic reaction to the environment, and that's just something to do with bees and building up your tolerance levels in your body and stuff like that. But yeah, honey is great. I also take this for when I have a cold. It helps with my throat. It just helps me feel better. When I drink tea without milk, that's what I'm putting in there instead of sugar. So yeah, honey is a staple in my diet. I'm starting to look really tired. Yeah, it is quite late anyway. What else do I take? I eat a lot of fruit. So this is my favorite fruit right now. I'm not into westernized fruits, so that's the apples, the oranges, the grapes and things like that. I just don't like them. I mean, I do like pineapples and papayas and mangoes and pineapples and things like that, but yeah, I eat fruit. Fruit helps. It helps with your digestion, it helps with your vitamins and just stuff that your body needs to get through the day. So I eat fruit. What else on my diet do I talk about? Yeah, I don't eat a lot of carbs because this also counteracts yeast infections. So if you don't have a high yeast count in your system itself, then you can counteract any sort of attack you will get. So that's I don't eat white bread, I don't eat pasta, I don't eat potato chips, I don't eat just random stuff that's just out there and very easily to get, like, you know, junk food. I don't eat burgers, the Wendy's and the McDonald's and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I had a Wendy's the other day because I was just fiending for a burger. I just wanted a burger, and Wendy's, you know, they're slightly better than McDonald's and Burger King and like that. But yeah, I had a junior cheeseburger deluxe or something like that. Yeah, and I paid for that so badly the next day. I just felt sick, and my body just rejected all of that stuff. So the next day it all came out, and you know, yeah, not going to do that in a long time. Yeah, so those kind of foods I stay away from. I don't eat eggs. What else? I don't drink sodas at all. I don't drink fruit juice unless it's grapefruit juice. I do like carrot juice, and I don't drink that enough. But yeah, I'm going to buy a bag of carrots and I'm going to use my juicer and drink that. I'm not going to drink the preserved stuff that's sold in stores unless they're juicing it right there in front of me. Yeah, so those are some of the foods I eat and some of the foods that I don't eat. What else? Yeah, alcohol intake. If you're trying to lose that belly fat, if you're trying to just feel healthy, just feel good in yourself, then cut down the alcohol intake. Yeah, we all like to go out and get drunk sometimes, but it's not worth it, trust me. It really isn't. Yeah, 1 or 2 drinks, or you go out like every other week, meet with your friends and have a drink, then, you know, just cut down the alcohol intake. What else do I don't eat or do eat? Yeah, portion control. I don't know what it is about, you know, Caribbean families, or, you know, families that have an African sort of background or anything like that, but, you know, when they're at the dinner table and, you know, they're all talking and having a conversation, and then when the meal arrives, it's just like dead silence and everyone's just eating. I found in my experience that when you do eat, if you have a conversation with whoever you're eating with, you know, you have a fork full of food, or you eat a little bit and then you talk, so you're actually burning the calories that you're putting into your body at the same time. yeah, have a conversation while you eat. You know, don't just eat in dead silence. That may have come from childhood, actually. You know, like when your parents tell you, look, you know, you can't do anything until you finish your dinner. And just, I don't know, like for me, my parents, you know, like children are seen and not heard. So we weren't allowed to be very noisy kids anyway. But yeah, portion control. You'll find that it takes your stomach, I think this is a general medical fact, that it takes your stomach 20 minutes to register that it's full. So if you can stretch out that time between mouthfuls of food, you know, then your stomach should be able to tell you when it's full. And usually what I tend to do is when I put food on my plate, I look at the actual plate, the amount of food that's on it. I think, God, my stomach's only about this big, if that. You know, how is that whole plate of food gonna fit into that little bag? And the stomach is a muscle, so it will stretch. But yeah, no, I'd rather eat, you know, and it seems to work for me actually, if you eat smaller portions a lot of times throughout the day, rather than, you know, 2 or 3 times a day and you eat huge meals. Yeah, it's working for me. I feel great. But yeah, and on that note, I tend to pretty much eat what I want, just not a lot of it, if you know what I mean. Like if I have a dessert, if I have a tiramisu, which is my favourite dessert, I'm gonna have 1 or 2 spoons of it, and that's it, you know, and I'll share it around. And you know what else? This is gonna be in my smart money video, is that, you know, go out and share a meal with someone. You know, with your partner or your friend. Don't get 2 separate dinners. Just, you know, order 1 dinner, 1 appetizer, 1 dessert, and share it. And you'll both be full, and you know, it'll work out with your portion control. So yeah, that's my diet.